You're inside your own home. The doors are closed, the windows are shut. You should feel safe. But every morning, you wake up and you can't breathe through your nose. Why? Here's something most people don't know, and it's kind of scary when you hear it for the first time. The air inside your home is dirty, really dirty. In fact, the EPA says indoor air can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than the air outside, sometimes even worse. 2 to 5 times worse inside your own house, the place where you sleep, the place where your kids play, the place where you feel the safest. That air is full of things you can't see. Dust, pollen, pet dander, mold spores, bacteria, tiny particles floating around everywhere, landing on your pillow, sitting in your lungs. And you don't even know it's happening. There are lots of problems that come with bad indoor air. Some people get headaches they can't explain. Some people feel tired all the time even though they slept 8 hours. Some people notice strange smells that never seem to go away, no matter how much they clean. But after reading hundreds of reviews and listening to people talk about what they deal with in their homes every day, one problem shows up more than anything else. Waking up every single morning with allergies, congestion, and that awful stuffed up feeling that won't go away. Let's talk about why this happens. Your home is sealed up. That's great for keeping heat in and rain out. But it's terrible for air. All those tiny particles, dust, pollen, pet hair, dander, mold, get trapped inside. They have nowhere to go. They just float around and around. At night, when you're lying in bed, your face is inches away from your pillow. You're breathing slowly and deeply for 7 or 8 hours straight. All those invisible particles go right into your nose, your throat, and your lungs. That's why you wake up stuffed. That's why you sneeze before your feet even hit the floor. Your eyes itch, your throat feels scratchy, and your head feels heavy before the day even starts. It's not a cold, it's not the weather, it's your air. And the frustrating part is that you've probably already tried to fix it. You bought new pillows, hypoallergenic ones, you wash your sheets constantly, you vacuum more often, you dust everything. Maybe you even banned the dog from the bedroom. You tried nasal spray, allergy pills before bed. Some of that helps a little, for a while, but the congestion always comes back. Because you were cleaning surfaces, not the air. The air is the invisible thing all around you. The thing you breathe about 14,000 times every day. And almost nobody thinks about cleaning the air. But what if you could? What if there was something that quietly sat in your room and cleaned the air for you all day and all night? What if you could wake up tomorrow morning and simply breathe? Meet the Levoit Core 300S. This is a smart air purifier. It's about the size of a small trash can. It's compact, quiet, and designed to do one job extremely well. Clean the air you breathe. Here's how it works. Inside the purifier is a true HEPA H13 filter. That's the same grade of filtration used in hospitals. This filter captures incredibly small particles: dust, pollen, pet dander, mold spores, and bacteria. Particles as small as 0.3 microns. To put that into perspective, that's about 300 times thinner than a human hair. And the filter traps 99.97% of those particles. Almost everything that passes through the purifier gets captured and locked inside the filter instead of floating around your room. But the system actually works in 3 stages. The first stage is a pre-filter that catches larger particles like hair, lint, and big dust pieces. This protects the main filter and helps it last longer. The second stage is the HEPA filter that captures the tiny invisible particles responsible for most allergies. The third stage is an activated carbon filter that removes odors. Cooking smells, pet smells, musty air. It absorbs those odors and leaves the room smelling clean and neutral. 3 layers working together to constantly pull dirty air in and push clean air back out. The Core 300S is also smart. It connects to Wi-Fi and works with the VSync mobile app. From your phone, you can turn it on or off, adjust fan speed, create schedules, and monitor air quality. It also works with voice assistants like Alexa and Google Assistant. You can literally turn on your air purifier with your voice. There's also an automatic mode. The purifier constantly measures the air quality in the room. If the air gets worse, the purifier increases power automatically. When the air becomes clean again, it slows down. You don't have to think about it. It simply adapts. And one of the most important features for a bedroom is how quiet it is. In sleep mode, the purifier runs at around 24 decibels. That's quieter than a whisper. You'll barely notice it's there. But all night long, it's pulling dirty air in and pushing clean air out while you sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, something feels different. Your nose isn't clogged, your throat isn't scratchy. Your head doesn't feel heavy, you just breathe. For many people, that simple change makes mornings completely different. This purifier is especially helpful for people with allergies, pet owners, parents who want cleaner air for their children, people living in apartments with limited ventilation, and anyone living in cities where outdoor pollution can make its way inside. But it's also important to be honest about what this product is and what it isn't. It's designed to clean the air in a room, not an entire house. Larger homes may need multiple units. The filter also needs to be replaced every 6 to 8 months. That's a small ongoing cost, but it's part of how HEPA filtration works. And while it can help reduce airborne irritants, it's not a medical treatment for serious respiratory conditions. What it does is simple. It removes the invisible particles floating around your bedroom, the dust, pollen, dander, and other irritants you've been breathing all night. And sometimes removing those particles is enough to completely change how your mornings feel. You may not see the air around you, but you can definitely feel the difference when it's clean. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and taking a deep breath through your nose. No congestion, no sneezing, no reaching for tissues. Just clean air. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. Tomorrow morning might feel very different. Breathe easy.